Hi, this is Father Mike with a reflection for Sunday, November 15th, which is the 33rd Sunday of the year. This time of year, as we come to the end of the church year, we start to hear stories about the end times, parables about the end times. But I want to point out that a parable is not exactly how it will be. A parable is an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. It points to something, but it doesn't say exactly how it will be. So the parable we have this week is the parable of the talents, where the master, before he goes away, he gives 3 of his servants different talents. One gets 5 of them, one gets 3, and one gets 1. And when he returns, the one who got the 5 talents, what happened is he invested it and he got 5 more. And the master was thrilled. The one who did the 3 invested them and he got 3 more. The one who did the 1, out of fear, he just buried it, put them in a hole and buried them. And then he's punished. Now this is where I want to point out that the parable is not necessarily talking about the exact reality of how it's going to be, because that sets up a fearful, frightening God. And I think that's not what the situation is. I think this guy's punishment was really that he wasted his time. And I think that's the way it works with all of us. Fear gets in the way. And we also get distracted. A lot of things get in the way. We have in this church a plethora of gifts and talents from God. Each one of us has been given amazing, unique gifts. But I bet you, each one of us has probably wasted time, and each one of us, because of fear of not doing it the best, not being the absolute best, fear of failure, whatever the case may be, fear of what somebody else might say, we hold back. And you know what? I believe the holding back is its own punishment. And I have to tell you, my office is a mess all the time. That's just the way my life is. So just this morning, I was looking under my desk, just glanced under, and I saw these books, The Called and Gifted Workshop, Discerning Charisms, the Catholic Spiritual Gifts Inventory. These are all from the Called and Gifted Workshop that I participated on with 3 other members of our staff in 2019. We were going to have it in 2020 here in the parish, and it got delayed because of the lockdown. We are still going to have it when we can. And I want to ask everybody to think about the possibility of just put it in the back of your mind, I'm going to do this, because it's a great opportunity to look at and to start to get an idea of what talents do I have that are gifts from God, and how am I using them? Am I wasting my time? Am I afraid? Or am I going to allow God to work in me? And am I going to know that God, in his immense love, is going to use me to glorify him? You see, that's really what it's about. And when we get to heaven at the end times, God is he's not going to say you failed and he's going to get on our case, but he might point out where we missed opportunities. And that will be our punishment, that we miss them. So what we want to do is take advantage of as many opportunities to glorify God, to use our gifts as we can. And so I want to ask everybody this week, look in your life and look at what talents you have, what gifts God has given you, and ask yourself, how can I give glory to God today with this talent? And then we'll work on the Called and Gifted Workshop later on. But do that this week. God bless you all.